Hey yo,
Alright.
welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I got my homie Cloudz gonna be scaling Meliodas. My homie mains this, so I'm gonna let him do the talking. I'm just gonna ask him some questions. What does he scale to? What's his speed? Is he FTO? Is he master FTO? Is he Sonic? And so on. Also, for his, go check out his YT. The link for his YT will be in the description. And with all that, let's get into this. Like I was saying before, right? How fast do you think like Meliodas is?
I think he's MFTL easily.
Based off what?
In the first scan I said this is like power level, right? So it's not a multiplier. So if you go from 3,000 to 6,000, you're not two times faster. It actually works a lot differently than that. So the first two scans, as you can see, this is just their power level stated. But the second scan shows you that even with a 1,500 plus on your PL compared to your opponent, you're able to attack and defend simultaneously. So he has a low ball that would be four times faster than your opponent. As you can see from the next scan, he's able to casually do this with one arm, breaking all of his fingers. So to scale him to MFTL, we're going to use Go Through Sacred Treasure, which is stated in the manga in the next scan to be a light beam. And the data book is called Utilizing the Photons in Light, which is light speed. And Diane casually dodges this with around 3,250 power level, right? So as you can see from both those scans, if you zoom in, you can see both of those. She casually dodges those from point blank range. The next scans, oh, I actually duplicated them. It's alright though. I zoomed in for you so that you can see all of the scans: light speed, dodging, breaking fingers, all of them. So this is the calc that you get. So you start from her respective power level, which Meliodas would be 3,225. That's one times FTO. Now 5,000 times, no, 5,000 PL plus on your power level at the time. I lowballed that for respective reasons because the calc would have been too long if I didn't. That goes from 3,000 to 8,000, which is four times faster. And you continue this calc all the way to his respective power level, 158,000. I didn't go any higher for fear of this calc being too long. Any questions about the calc?
Goddamn. I think I'm gonna speak for everybody and say goddamn. That's pretty impressive. What's it called? I'm assuming like this is like his maxed out power level. I kind of forget some of this since near the end. I like read it last year, but like is that his highest power level? I'm pretty sure didn't get that like
No,
Solomon.
this is a lot lower. This is lower than the Archangel Ludosia with 201,000 power level. I just didn't go higher because the number's already too big, and I would have had a headache trying to get him all the way above 500,000.
Alright, so real quick question. So like I'm assuming Demon King Meliodas would be like the strongest form slash fastest form. You agree with that?
No, strongest form and fastest form is True Magic Meliodas.
True Magic Meliodas. And like how much faster do you think that would be compared to like the highest number here? Like 10 times faster than what you have right
Um,
here?
since he
20?
completely shattered all of the commandments zero difficulty, I'd give him 15 times his Demon King form.
15 times just Demon King form. Dang, so like that guy is like massively faster than light by this time.
Yeah.
It's not really no denying it. That's pretty cool. What do you think is like AP skills too? So
His base AP would be country level from the Danafall fee, which you can see in the first scan pixel count. This fee is significant for the simple fact that yes, he also destroyed a country, but the hole was 30,000 feet deep, which is stated in the Ten Commandments season episode 4, right when the Ten Commandments get out, they come here to recharge their magical power. And Droll states, wow, this hole is 30,000 feet deep. It must have been Meliodas, which we know from Farlton killing Elizabeth. Spoiler, my bad. But on the next scan, we're going for the mid ball. That would be star level, right? So, explaining that, we have the statement by the Demon King saying who created what. It says the Supreme Deity created the Celestial Realm and the Goddess Realm. The emphasis on creation is simply before they got there, the celestial realm didn't exist, right? So everything in that realm was created by her. So to prove star level, you just prove what's in it. So simply, we have to go over who's in it, right? So Escanor having sunshine, obviously stated to utilize the power of the sun to use his sunshine magical ability. In the scan, it specifically states that he is recharging himself using the sun. This just proves sunshine requires a star. And in the scan from the anime clip that I sent, it shows there's light coming from it, but that's not what I'm using to prove the light. I'm using the manga fight from Mael versus Meliodas in the side story. I think it's 295.2. He states, "A darkness that doesn't falter in the face of my sun." This is implying that he's using sunshine in the celestial realm. But also, another implication on it is in season 4, episode 5, timestamp 935. Ludociel states, call in Mael, right? Summon him from the celestial realm. That's implying that Mael himself is protecting the celestial realm, and he can't do that without his magical power, sunshine. So that proves there's a star in the celestial realm, which would prove the supreme deity created a star. And to prove the size of the star, to prove that it's not a dwarf star or anything smaller than that, you would have to have a star equivalent to ours to power and support life. Anything bigger and anything smaller wouldn't be able to do that. And also, you can't use anything smaller for the simple fact that a small star cannot power an entire hemisphere from the same distance our sun can, because that would be too cold to support life. It's also shown that demons and humans can enter the celestial realm freely, right, using the celestial gate. The next scan would be Meliodas surpassing the Demon King. It might be a little blurry, but if you zoom in, you should be able to see it. This is when he breaks the commandments. So, the next, which would be the other mid ball, would be, well, actually high ball in regards, would be high universal. Right? This is scaled off of Merlin. So, Merlin's ability, Infinity, that's not just a nominal fallacy because it's backed up pretty much a lot, actually. So in this scan, it states that she can keep a flame burning and ice frozen and time stopped, right? So that would go against anything logical, right? So she can keep a flame burning for all of eternity, right? That's regardless if all the oxygen runs out. Ice frozen, regardless if the sun explodes. It doesn't matter. Merlin can do it. It's pretty much stated she is the quote unquote best magic user in the series. And it's backed up by her knowledge, right? So in the second scan, it states that she can teleport continuously. This is right under the Infinity scan. She can teleport continuously, and this is because her endless magic supply, right? To teleport continuously, to stay away from soldiers, that would require a large amount of magic. But since she's doing it infinitely, which is stated by Chandler and Cusack, that proves she has limitless/infinite magical power. The next scan also backs that up as well, as she was able to create countless undetectable lightning wind magic that is automatically attacking every action that Chandler and Cusack do, as simple as heartbeats, cell movement. It doesn't matter, they will always get attacked. The other one is from the anime, which states infinite power. High Universal is simply demonstrating infinite 3D energy. Since Merlin is stated to do that, there are no contradictions, and she's even proven to be able to do that. That would be High Universal from statements and feats. She scales relative to back in the day, which would be Assault Mode Meliodas. She doesn't scale to any end series characters like the original Demon with 365,000 power level. She doesn't scale to any characters like that, but she is stated to be able to be killed by Assault Mode Meliodas, meaning that Assault Mode Meliodas and anyone who scales above that, which would be every end series character, is High Universal Plus, right? That is explaining how strong and fast they are from low ball to high ball, including the MFTL speed. Any questions?
If we like include wanks, right? Everybody likes wanks every once in a while. Like how high do you think you can probably get them to, including wanks? You know.
Including wanks. Anywhere from, let's say, outer, which would be a relevant speed, or if you don't use outer, you can still get them to infinite speed.
Do you mind explaining that, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
So simply, to explain the infinite speed, I resent the Merlin scan of her teleporting, countless times. It's right under the infinite power anime scan. When you see that, you can tell me. I'll continue from there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right. So as you can see, she is teleporting, infinitely, countlessly. Doesn't matter. So she's doing this without her own perception, so she's just keeping the spell on, right? And teleportation can get you anywhere instantly, so it's crossing infinite distance in a finite amount of time. But since teleportation isn't applicable to infinite speed, you have to do something that's faster than teleportation, right? And in the next scan, it would be Zeldris's ominous nebula being stated by Merlin to be faster than her teleportation. As she states, I won't be able to teleport in time. Well, the funny thing about that is ominous nebula, which I have shown right here, called full react in the manga, is Zeldris speeding up his darkness, alright? So that would mean his physical combat speed would be faster than teleportation. In the next game we have Fate Manip, which is Supreme Deity and Demon King. Since Meliodas scales above them and he has the same passive fear hats, all of the same abilities as the Demon King, he would also have Fate Manipulation using Occam's Razor, right? Um, the next scan shows Soul Manip, large scale Soul Manip with passive fear hats, right? So this can scale Meliodas. He can speed blitz with the fear hats. He can pull out your soul from a distance. He can fate manipulate you to trip over a rock for the rest of eternity. He can speed blitz you with this infinite speed. But for the outer scale, which would be relevant speed, we can use concepts that Cat has transcended, but that one's kind of boring. So I like to go to the second one, which is Type 4 plurality, which is existing beyond logic, right? So this is scaled off of chaos, right? So I'm gonna send these scans right now. So chaos is stated by Merlin to have virtually limitless unknown, right? So Merlin being stated in the previous scans to have many validity. She knows almost everything in the series. Anything that they ran into, Merlin knew about it. She told the team about it. This just proves Merlin's validity above others, right? So even compared to her, right, she states chaos, virtually limitless unknown. So this is putting chaos far above her own, her herself being above human comprehension. Now chaos is far beyond that. That would be type 4 plurality, which is automatically out, right? And this would apply to chaos cats, which took fragments of King Arthur, which is Chaos King Arthur, which would put Chaos King Arthur, Meliodas for damaging cat, and cat himself to out reversal, which would be a relevant speed since it's higher and equal to type 1A.
You gotta love wanks, man. You gotta love these wanks. Do you have like anything extra information you have on Meliodas that you would like to share?
Uh, yeah, sure. I'm gonna screenshot these panels real quick.
And what are you sharing? Just to clarify.
I'm just showing you that Meliodas can exist out of reality, which would be immune to all hack stabilities, because all hack stabilities, theoretically, unless it's probability manipulation, all of that, good stuff like full arsenal, he would be immune to, since he's immune to reality itself. He doesn't need reality. So, by using this, you can pretty much get Meliodas anywhere you want to. Alright, here it is. So, oh, I forgot to zoom in. Hold on. Gotcha.
No more photo Meliodas. Tough.
Alright, there you go. We zoomed in. Alright, so
Yeah.
Zeldris specifically states that he's going to move the battleground from the spirit realm to reality, right? So what this essentially means in context is they were fighting outside of reality. If you're confused about the way they worded it, the analogy simply is like, let's say, I was in a house, right? We're both in a house. Uh, yeah, we're in the house. This is the space-time continuum, whatever. Call it whatever you want, like the 12th dimensions, if you will. And you go to walk outside because you're bored of being in the house. Who wants to be in the house all the time? You walk outside, you fly away. Alright. Since the house inside of the house was represented by the 12 dimensions, all of reality. Since you stepped outside of it, you're now outside. You no longer are bounded by reality itself. You are no longer bounded by anything there. You exist outside of reality. Nothing would apply to you at that point. So this would apply to Meliodas for the simple fact that him and all of the other sins are existing outside of this reality.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. So clearly, you can always see scaling very high. When it comes to mastery, fast and light. Extremely high when it comes to AP with or without wanks. Do you want to go over his abilities or like?
Yeah, so I can go over his ability real quick.
I bet.
Firstly, from the scans that we already have present, all demons have soul manip. That's just usable by Occam's razor. You can logically deduct that all demons can use that from the red demon feed, right? So we also have soul manip, passive fear hacks. I'll send that one again. Um, we also have the existing outside of reality being immune to all hacks. Hold on, where is it at? Oh, here it is. Alright, here's what the passive fear hacks looks like. Here we go. Alright, so that's just simply what it is. Alright, so he just turns on Demon Mark, and they get scared and run away. That's just passive fear hacks for any time he activates his Demon Mark. And with this Demon Mark passive fear hacks, he can essentially just speed blitz anyone off rip. For the other hacks and abilities, which would be, let me scroll down for you. Completely ruffle stomping, the one mode Escanor, which is stated to be the incarnation of power. Completely embarrassing fight. We have his durability, like it doesn't matter where he is. This probably applies to all demons, but Meliodas specifically, for not being in physical form and still being able to take this with his soul alone. It's space time warp, so everything would be, let's say, how Bond worded it. No, not Bond. Merlin's father. The air is scorching hot and freezing cold at the same time. But what happened to Bond was, for the first 500 years, he was melted by acid. Yeah, it's pretty painful. But yeah, that's what happened to him for the first. So he would be immune to heat, ice, anything that you can possibly perceive. Purgatory has worse conditions for it. That's just showing so many for all demons. I'm saying the right demon too to fully, get that Occam's razor. Yep, the weakest, farthest of the demons can use it, so it's all good. He's immune to existence eraser as well.
God damn, I think it was how he was being that overpowered shit.
Yeah, this is Omega Arc, so essentially it erases existence, and all of the Ten Commandments were able to just stand there and tank it. And also in the Demon King fight, Meliodas is able to tank the Demon King's existence erasure as well. Here, here's another. So King can, rip Meliodas' arm almost clean off, and then Meliodas later in the fight just uses the same ability. So Meliodas can adapt to almost any situation shown in the series, which is actually pretty common by lore. So Meliodas, yeah, he can adapt to most situations. So he has passive fear hacks, immune to existence erasure, existing outside of reality, immune to all hacks. He's pretty broken at this point, honestly. There's not much more you can put on him, but he is broken at this far.
Thank you, Cloudz, for the info. Thanks for scaling. Familiar with his speed, his AP, explaining all his hacks. Like I said before, make sure to go check out his YT. The link for it should be in the description down below. With all that to the side, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and catch you guys next time. See ya.